good, Chaotic Nation? It's your boy Chaos here. Welcome back to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series here on Invisible Corporations. We're in Turnabout Goodbye, where we're defending Edgelord, Edgy Wedgy, my friend. I have no idea what's going on because it's been 2 weeks since I've recorded, so I did a little bit of analysis on what we were doing. All I remember is the guy with the parrot is coming in, and we're trying to figure out how to deal with it. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution, very well, apparently the prosecution also remember. Mrs. Judge here now. Mr. Von Carmen, opening statement. Yeah, there's no way I remember this stuff. Very well, no opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. Taking meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. This trial will end with 3 minutes from now. Ooh, he's cocky. Order, Mr. Von Carmen, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Must you question everything? We'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. Call my witness to stand. My decisive witness to stand. That is mysterious boat shop owner. Is that the mysterious boat shop owner? Yeah, we'll see. State your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the West Noodle, the Gourd Lake. I also rent boats. I didn't guess you were a boat rental shop, correct? Yep, it was. Please testify. Wait a second, we still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute, the witness hasn't stated his name yet. Shut up, dude. It's not asking Mr. Wright. I've predicted this trial in 3 minutes. Dude, I'll slap him so hard. Go back to trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. Witness must state his name. I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond last night several years ago. We cannot recall a certain name. You still can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well, let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? Alright, what's your testimony? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant, where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out of the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about the boat comes ashore and the man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Shut up, dude. There's nothing to question my witness's testimony. I have no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before 3 minutes are up. Judge, do a verdict now. Yes, I'm Mr. Wright. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Carmen, 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well, let's take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Alright. It was the night of the 24th. Let me just... Night of the 24th or 25th. That's wrong. Technically wrong, but we'll see what happens. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. Surprised you seem so sure about it today. Shut up. I asked him if he remembered. Isn't that right? Hey, what's up? Don't glare at me like that. I remember I clearly. I did it, yep. See, continue. He's very not. Hold it. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for the court of law. What exactly is not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be sorry on the ground, Keithy boy. Keith? Prosecution can seize them. We cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang. Yep. Oh, I didn't want to. Hold on. Hold it! Where did this bang seem to come from? From Tui's mom's house, because it was me. Sorry. From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I just saw a boat floating on the lake. Hold it. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly, but I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep, at the time, that is. At the time. Then another bang. Hold it. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what a lot of said in their testimony yesterday. But there was 3. Hold on. Fired 3 times. Where's the 3rd shot? I don't know where that is. There's got to be like another day of trial on this. Then about then, the boat comes back to shore. The man knocks on my window. Walks by my window. By your window. Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but it was right there, right in front of me. I saw him. Rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
The man who was defending, he was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Ooh, I hit something. Uh-oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead. Oh, he was walking by, too. So you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him. It was that Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. On karma, he lured me into a cross-examination so he could set up me for a fall. Just. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. Right how quickly this trial's gonna be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired the gun. Oh, Mr. Wright, referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun. And the photograph showing the man fired with his left hand. Exactly. It's easily explained. You could have wiped his prints after he fired. Then why are the right hand prints there, dummy? You know the truth of the matter. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But this is his word. All we have is his word. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, across a court of law, the evidence tells us all apparently have yet to realize even this basic fact. If today's testimony is a lie, to show us the proof. Nick, do we have the evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please? We need your help. Nick needs you. Just. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for any more time to decide the case against the defendant. The case is extremely clear. There's no room for misinterpretation. It's facts. What? No. The court finds the defendant Miles Edgeworth guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at higher court within a month from today's date. That's all. This court is adjourned. Can I not do anything about that? Wait. Who said that? Who was that just now? Me. Huh? Wah! Larry? What are you even doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order. Shut up, Von Karma. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. You say you heard the gunshot. Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. And I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order. Well, this is the first time something like this happened in my court. I'm not sure, quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, that's it. Larry's giving us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Judge was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, our duty is to hear him speak. Right here, right now. Waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In the court of proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure there is no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? Withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Oh, snap! He's free! Mr. Von Carmen, I ordered you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Oh, snappy. Phew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen the worst. Yeah, that's right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. He was at the lake that night, yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right, and he found the balloon at the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. Why are your fingerprints? When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had just happened. I couldn't think straight. When I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me, I picked it up without thinking. I didn't really have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Karma has only ever run a perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let somebody he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. That someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll make this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15!
Just done.
15 minutes! Everything's on Larry now. Is this the end of this episode? Dude, that's 11 minutes. That wasn't 15 minutes. That was 12 minutes. Alright, Larry. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify about the court and everything you saw. Night of December 24th. Alright, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. Hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Carmen didn't even have time to prep his witness. I hope Edgeworth is right about being our big break. I could pick apart his testimony. This could be fun. That night I was out on the boat in the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. And just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. It was unusually vague testimony even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Okay. I am a little scared what he's going to say, but I gotta just click the press button. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, yeah, it was after 11. I went out on the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on the boat at such a late hour? What was it you found? Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what is it you were looking for? Shut up, Montgomery. The missive was searching for was irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this gourd. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get this over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental dock stop. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured it was out searching for about an hour, so I guess it was like right around midnight. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face! I'm not sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. So when I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa, whoa, everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it's real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether it was a boat out there or not. That's just the most important part of this case! So after the single gunshot, I went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? I guess that we should just start working on the contradictions. Alright, he was out on the lake in a boat. I don't want to press this. I gotta kill him with this. Not kill him with it, but like... I gotta use the... I don't have it. I don't think that's it. Looked out, I didn't see a boat. Alright, this is where I have to do something. We know it has a couple of points. Nope, I'm wrong. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness statement? I'm not sure if well, but clearly it contradicts the, I thought... Yeah. Don't want me any points with the judge. Well, Nick, I was pretty wishy-washy testimony. That wasn't it. Found something I was looking for. Don't have any so Lotta had 2 gunshots. That has to be the evidence. Yeah. I tried the gun. The gun was not the right point. It was Lotta's. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang, you sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention to all what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts, what? You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? But to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Well, yeah, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order, stop the look. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones. Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Mr. Wright, should we continue to testify? Let's continue. Your Honor, please allow this witness to continue his testimony. Nothing more is pitiful than a lawyer doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts, please give your testimony. Include your details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Alright, what Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to Oliver Quest's show on the radio, you see. I was listening to your real booming loud, like, but I'm not sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. You were listening to your radio at the high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace in this free country? Sure, you believe Larry has no idea what the problem is here? Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Shut up. I'm saying stuff. Wait, Your Honor, the witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between the songs, so he couldn't have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very, very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. This charade! Alright, what do we got? It's lonely being alone, that's why I was listening to radio over booming loud like, the gunshot, I remember exactly. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. This is the most ludicrous. You gotta press it. Alright. Hold it. So you turn on the radio. Right. I just want to hear someone's voice, you know? You know what it's like to be alone on Christmas Eve? Alone? I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to radio. Okay, what's up? You by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? Shut up, on Karma. This has nothing to do with this case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? Real booming loud. Press. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. You had headphones on? Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. I'm sure I heard the gunshot. How? Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't really prove it. I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back to real clear to me, you know? I remember exactly what was the DJ saying. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could you know what the radio DJ said to us? Indeed, Mr. Montgomery has a point. I'll allow the question only if you sees the reason why we should care. We should care. It could tell us the time of day. We should care, of course, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask him? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? This is what she said. Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. That's it. That's it. It's almost Christmas. That contradicts the autopsy report. Oh, no, it doesn't. Contradicts this photo, which is at 12:15. Larry, you're absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with that face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know that I don't scare that easy. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes? But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what time was on the photo. When the gun was triggered in Miss Hart's camera. It's 12:25, 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, what does this mean? Two prior witnesses have heard shots after midnight. How this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight? The answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him, suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think? Larry's right. There's 3 shots in the gun. See, I knew that 3 shots was going to come into play. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence claim for this wild claim. Show me the evidence for it. There's a gunshot before midnight. The gun itself? Take that. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now I've realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order. I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. Bah, you're a waste of time again with your empty statements, as the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have any proof the witness just didn't think he heard something? Meanwhile, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. You have evidence that proves it was a gunshot before midnight. You have evidence that proves Mr. Butt was just hearing things. This. Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph! I can't stop with the Nickelback references, man. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lauderhart, with an automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah, but there's nothing on the link in the picture, Your Honor. The real issue here is not why it was shown in the photograph. It's why the photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken with an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50. That is why the photograph was taken. In other words, like there was a gunshot at the time Larry claims. Oh, snap! Order. That would make sense, the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering what exactly happened that night on the lake. Exactly. This is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshot separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? You don't figure out this now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right, this means it's safe. Safe? We've already gotten guilty verdict. We have nothing else to lose. You just watch me and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick? Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. This morning now it's just been cleared up this entire case. Order! What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Mr. Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Mr. Montgomery. The man was shot that night wasn't Edgeworth who did... The man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, Rookie, take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by this photograph. The defendant, Edward, and the victim, Robert Henry, on the boat. There was a gunshot fired in the boat, and Robert Henry fell into the lake. Distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be knowing the man on the boat. It's hard to imagine any possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamps on the photo say 15 after midnight. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way the Ashworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. It can't be... Well, if he's dead... The murderer in Hammond? The murderer in Hammond. It was the murderer in Robert Hammond. What are you saying? That contradicts what you just told the court. You said that Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before the shot. Yeah, that's right. But it's supposed to be on that boat. Right. You're on a crash and burn. Mr. Wright, your client has already been declared guilty once. I'm going to have to penalize you for your foolishness. Ah, crap. Alright, let me do it again. I'll ask you again. Who are the 2 men on the boat? Edgeworth and the murderer. It has to be. I mean, I was trying to think of, like, he put the body there and just threw him off, but... I don't know. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Miles Edgeworth. What, are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I'd have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know that Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer, then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Getting wasted my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the only one who killed Robert. He was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? Were there any boats on the lake then? Why would he have to go all the way out there on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on the boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? I mean, I guess here. Take that. Here, of course. The boat shop is where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing him. You have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime. Really? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. Ooh. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on the Gordon Lake? Please tell us from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Are you sure about this? Not really, but I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out somehow. Oh, jeez. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop recalled Robert Hammond to his shop. Polly DL, remember DL6. Ooh. Is that how the connection works? That was when the gunshot Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. He then got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Who fired the pistol in the boat, Mr. Wright? It was Miles Edgeworth. Nick, how could that be? Wasn't the old man holding the pistol? Yeah, good thinking. That was easy, Nick. I'm worried about what you're thinking. Of course, it was the murderer who shot him with the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit him? Details. Know this, Mr. White. The moment you run out of this explanation, the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had fired twice. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires the shot. That ensnares anyone who has heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that the one man who got on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw the attention of the boat. Once you realize that everything else falls into place, the boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put on Mr. Hammond's wet coat on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired the night on Gourd Lake. No one's impressed. No one at all is impressed. Like me asking a girl out, she's not impressed at all. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. Boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. We are waiting for the caretaker. I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edwards a few questions. Mr. Edwards, please take the stand. Mr. Edwards, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go that lake that night? What Wright has said is mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop at the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. Said they had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial. I ask you to remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He's at the boat. He's in the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Things getting spicy. Mr. Montgomery, a witness has disappeared. The search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? Excuse me. I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Oh, I pressed a button. Very well. The court is adjourned. Hey, he's not guilty right now. That's good. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah, well, at least we got out under a guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out, sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down with the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's on us on the trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? That's not Jimmy. Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You could try to smile and just relax a little, okay? Sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's no little time. There's little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Oh, that's a cliffhanger if I've ever seen a cliffhanger. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. You guys on the Twitch side of things. We're not done yet, so don't leave. Thank you. Those of you watching the YouTube video, we'll be back next time with another episode. So thank you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. We'll finally figure out. I mean, I guess we have 2 more episodes of this, but we'll see what happens, I guess, next time. So like and subscribe so you don't miss that episode. Check out our creators in the description down below, and I will catch you in the next one. So until then, my name's Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe, and as always, brain it up.